What's the boldest thing you ever did without thinking it through? I was 22, working a dead-end job at a convenience store just outside a small college town. The kind of place where everyone knew each other, and nothing ever really changed. I was restless, stuck between dreaming of something bigger and feeling completely stuck. Most days blurred together, ringing up snacks, listening to the same old country station, and watching students pass by, faces full of promise and freedom I didn't have. One Friday night, after a long shift, a few coworkers and I decided to hit a bar downtown. It wasn't my usual scene, but I wanted to shake off the dullness. The bar was crowded, loud, full of people celebrating the start of the weekend. I wasn't thinking much when I grabbed a stranger's phone off the table by mistake. Just a reflex, hoping to return it quickly and not lose it in the chaos. But the phone wasn't locked. I unlocked it out of curiosity and saw dozens of messages from a woman named Claire. They were passionate, flirtatious, and urgent. The texts made it clear the owner, a guy named Mike, was cheating on his girlfriend. The messages hinted at secret meetups, lies, and excuses. I didn't know these people, but something inside me sparked. A mixture of boredom and a strange sense of justice. I didn't think it through. I just sent a text to Claire from Mike's phone. "I can't meet tonight. Sorry, something came up." I hit send and slipped the phone back on the table before anyone noticed. It felt bold, like I was shaking up someone's perfect little world. That night, I went home with a buzz from the drinks and a secret weight in my chest. The next morning, my coworkers were buzzing about how Mike's girlfriend had confronted him at work, screaming in the parking lot, and stormed off crying. Rumors spread like wildfire. Everyone was talking about the fallout. I kept my mouth shut, but it gnawed at me. It wasn't my business, but I'd thrown myself into it anyway. The boldness felt reckless. I imagined Mike furious when he figured out what had happened, Claire confused and hurt, and the girlfriend crushed. Days later, Mike showed up at the convenience store where I worked. He looked worn out, eyes red, and he scanned the aisles like a ghost. I kept my distance, but he caught me looking once and gave a bitter smile. Nothing was said, but the air between us was heavy. The whole thing spiraled faster than I expected. Mike broke up with his girlfriend, Claire stopped texting, and the group of friends they shared slowly fractured. I realized my one bold move had set off a chain reaction I couldn't control or undo. Looking back, I can see how reckless I was. The decision made in a split second without thinking had consequences far beyond what I imagined. It wasn't some heroic act, it was interference born of boredom and a moment's impulse. That night taught me something about acting without thinking. How easily boldness can slip into selfishness. It wasn't about standing up for anyone but myself. The fallout was real, messy, and not something I ever wanted to be part of again. The boldest thing I ever did without thinking through didn't change the world. It just changed a few lives, including mine, in ways I wasn't ready for.